And welcome to my YouTube channel, segment 11, on how close are we getting to the stock market crash? Well, I'm going to explain. This week was a brutal week. I never seen so much lying. I thought I saw it 2 weeks ago. This was even worse. The fake business news networks are working overtime on lying. Listen to this clip right here.
We're going to get nominal growth in the U.S. economy this year, maybe 10%.
10%? Come on, what a lie that is. And I'll explain why in a second. But first of all, do you recall when the market or the GDP dropped 31% about a year ago? Then after it dropped 31%, she went up 33%. After she went up 33%, she dropped down to 4%. The volatility was incredible. Remember all that? Okay. Now, what happened with all that volatility? One, we had a $27 trillion debt that was climbing. That's one thing that was happening to it. Also, something else you have to remember. Let's say you took a basketball. You got on a 20-foot ladder right here. You got on a 20-foot ladder, and you let the ball go. What would happen? You know exactly what happened. It would drop, then go back up, then drop, then go back up, and drop up until it found its own little area down here, right? Well, just remember this down little area down here. Trump, his GDP, which they claimed was the best ever, was at 1.9%. Best ever. How are you going to get to 10% if he's at 1.9%? Now, yes, we may get a 10%, but it's not sustainable. We may get an 8%, may get a 15%. It doesn't matter. It's not sustainable. We need a sustainable GDP growth, but we're not going to get one because the GDP growth is getting worse. We're going to be probably at 1.9% on an annual basis. Why is it getting worse? Because very few people are participating in this economy. Now, what do I mean by the economy? Participating in the real estate markets. Everybody talks about how great the real estate market is, right? It's a wonderful real estate market, we're told. That's unbelievable. Well, it's not. Let me explain what's going on. First of all, the real estate market, okay, is limited to a very small segment of the population, as is the successful people who are successful in the stock market, to about 8%. That's right, 8%. 68% of the people who lost their home in the foreclosure market have yet to own another home. That's right. The only people who are purchasing homes in the last year were the people that already owned a house, whose home was not foreclosed on, okay, and they picked up the equity. They never sold it. And then they also picked up the booming equity last summer when we went up just 1 month alone, 20%. Now, they also picked up all the stock market equity. But this is a very small segment because, again, 68% of the people who lost their home aren't participating. The only people that are participating in this housing market, people who have a household income of $125,000 a year. They're not telling you that. Now, here's the problem and why the economy is getting worse. Our purchasing power, the purchasing power, okay, is getting worse and worse. See it? It's dropped 20%. 20% the purchasing power of your dollar. Now, when you hear inflation, it doesn't mean the prices are going up. It means the purchasing power of your dollar is going down. It's dropped 20%. It's slaughtering people. It's killing people, especially those people who are not participating in the stock market, not participating in this housing market. Here's another big problem. Money supply. Now, let's think about it. If the purchasing power is dropping by 20%, they're trying to prop it up by putting in money supply by 25%. So they're pushing money supply up 25%. Why? Because they're trying to subsidize the purchase power dropping by 20%. Oh, wages? Flat. Are you kidding? 10%? Are you nuts? One more thing. Don't listen to these people when they lie. They tell you to buy on the dip. Never buy on the dip. Let me tell you what you buy. Here's Tesla right here. We shorted this stock. This is a trend. Okay, see this little guy right here? This is called a trend. I'm the only one that has these kind of charts. These are my charts. They're patented, and it tells you the trend. See, the trend is down. Trend is down. You never buy. If you listen to Barney and bought on the dip, you'd be losing money right now. You only buy when the trend is up. And what does that mean, trend up? It means, first, not only does this little line right here, red line, see it, has to be turned up, but also you have to have, okay, the candlesticks, which will turn green, and they'll only do that, in my charts, the only ones to pick it up, if the institutions are purchasing. Once it starts turning green, then you switch from a downtrend to an uptrend. I'm the only one that has the charts that identifies that. Now watch this. Why would you listen and buy on a dip when you should be with us at Phil's Gang and buying on uptrends? Look at this uptrend. Why would you listen to them and buy a downtrend? No, you wouldn't. You'd be with me buying an uptrend. Look at this. All green. Beautiful. Look, the economy is getting worse. There's no question about it. Fewer and fewer people are participating in it. Do me a favor. Please subscribe. How about like and share? And join my gang free for 10 days. Get the color-coded chart and my membership. You'll enjoy it. And then if you stay, please help St. Jude. More next week. More charting and more great information why we're getting closer to the crash. See you on the charts.